Man, they still hanging niggas, walking around with Confederate flags. These white folks wear their racism like a badge of honor. But in the I.S.U.P.K and the Commanding General YAHANNA, we talk to look at that white man and tell him about his wicked satanic empire called America. Yeah. My people need to go to war right now, the time right. But Martin Luther King ass niggas in the limelight, doing peaceful marches in the street. When the cops, they the KKK, but without the white sheets. If a nigga join police force, he Uncle Tom. Arresting your own people, you stupid dumb. You still working for the slave master. Train to shoot your own black race, put them in a grave faster. A good cop is a dead cop. I was taught at a young age to shoot and let the lead drop. All pigs do is tell lie after lie. Come and get me if you wanna. When you try, you gon' die. The hell with all of my enemies, let them hate. I'm set up, ready to go like a template. I don't give a fuck by the damn copper. AR-15, shoot down a ghetto bird chopper. Shotgun sound, round after round. The blood of my ancestors cries from the ground. Battle zone, always on, everywhere I roam. You was laughing, not for long, thanks to chloroform. The purpose in life is to win the spiritual tournament, reach the firmament and reside there permanent. That's rulership. I.S.U.P.K ain't no joke or a riddle. At camp you never leave your post, keep your head on a swivel. White boy gave me thumbs up, I gave him thumbs down, told his ass to move round. Don't call me brethren, we from two different nations, he saw. I'm from the seed of Jacob, tribe of Judah, yeah, and we raw. Y'all ain't nothing but dogs, that's why y'all smell like mutts. It's time to let you know the Most High God hates your guts. You put black people in bondage and you never let up. You throw us on the ground and shoot to kill so we can't get up. Edomites gon' be in slavery, it ain't no guess. I'ma watch the sun penetrate through they recessive flesh. Put them in the cotton field from sun up to sundown. Cause all they do is plot and kill every time they come around. Especially if you a black or Mexican. White folks don't want you living next to them. Oh yeah, they quick to front, they laugh and smile in your face. Meanwhile, every day of the month they killing off your race. Shotgun sound, round after round. The blood of my ancestors cries from the ground. Battle zone, always on, everywhere I roam. You was laughing, not for long, thanks to chloroform. The purpose in life is to win the spiritual tournament, reach the firmament and reside there permanent. That's rulership. I.S.U.P.K ain't no joke or a riddle. At camp you never leave your post, keep your head on a swivel. My enemies don't wanna talk about the Bible or politics or about slavery, mountain of lies, it's a politics. Fuck the police and that song, I love the video. Gato Pharaoh let my people go, but still ain't done it though. I'm not the same person you knew from back in the days. I escaped from master, I'm a runaway slave. Protect my sisters, I'm my brother's keeper. Got the street sweeper, terror plot, seek deeper. It's the fall of Babylon, all pigs get wings. Let's do stuff we haven't done, like put these crackers in a ring. Left, right, combination, beat they ass into submission. Live autopsy, razor blade is what I use for the incision. Yahweh is the most high, that's the man's crown. You got your hands up, but we can prove it hands down. If you let devils spread lies, then the truth it dies. Heathen nations are dogs, they all need to be euthanized. Shotgun sound, round after round. The blood of my ancestors cries from the ground. Battle zone, always on, everywhere. You was laughing, now thanks to chloroform. The purpose in life is to win the spiritual tournament, reach the firmament and reside there permanent. That's rulership. I.S.U.P.K ain't no joke or a riddle. At camp you never leave your post, keep your head on a swivel.
This is the Israelite School in the Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, out of Harlem, New York. Under Commanding General YAHANNA. This is the place where people and brothers alive. Make sure get myself. We good? Yeah, we good. Yeah, we good. Today's class, we're going to be looking at the difference between the administrations that are set in this world. Now, you understand that UPK is the administration of life. That's what this is. The UPK is where we keep our brothers and sisters alive. Where the administration that you have in the world, all they do is try to kill you. No matter what you do, you're trying to feed yourself. You're trying to keep a roof over your head. Even the food you eat, everything that you do, this whole administration is trying to kill you. I mean, they trying to take your EBT cards. They trying to keep you from feeding yourself when your job, you got enough money to get money for your food to get for your food. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna get to scripture. Give me Ephesians 6 and 12. Good. Ephesians 6 and 12. Tell you what we actually deal with in the UPK. One thing about this world, they always look for a ruler that's going to keep them under. That's the crazy part. All the rulers in this world is always looking out for themselves, or making sure that they're on top. It's never about looking out for everyone else, and that's what the scriptures is about. The scriptures is all about brotherhood. Because like I say, in UPK, we always say brotherhood is a weapon. All these scriptures that speak about the commandments, these laws, all it is protecting one another and your brothers. The colonizer has no brotherhood. I mean, when it comes to ruling, they will kill their own father, their own mother, just to be on top, because they feel that they are in the way. You know what I mean? But our school, our people, this is what we deal with. Go ahead and read that for me.
Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. It reads, For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities.
But against principalities. Principalities, what is principalities? Principalities are the different governments. That's what we're dealing with. We are steadily wrestling with the governments that they put upon us. The different government administrations, the Trump administration, the Bush administration, the Obama administration, the Reagan administration. All these administrations always had one thing in common: to keep blacks and Native Americans under their boot. That's all they did. And the crazy thing is, we sat there and ran to the polls to soon as that skin-colored so-called black man became in office, just because they thought he was black.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're like, oh, we got to vote. Not understanding that he's an African. He's not one of you. He is not your people.
What?
So what he do? He don't even care. There was an interview that he had when they were speaking about slavery, and he said how his wife feel a certain way about slavery, but he couldn't truly relate.
Right. You
know what I'm saying? Because he's not us. He knows who he comes. He knows who his people is. I mean, his mother was Caucasian and his father was African.
Right.
There's no ties at all. And so it's like there's no ties. And when they ran and we put him in office, what did our people think? He's gonna do something for the people. He's gonna the people are crying because he was in office. But actually, that was more for the gay community than anything. He set more rules and boundaries, and he put so many laws to protect them. It starts to make you wonder, what is he really? You know what I mean? I mean, it was specific, and you can't say that they can't put laws specifically to protect a certain nation of people, because they said during this time they set laws to against going against, was it Chinese people? Was it to protect them? Asian people. He had specific laws to protect them. Where was the laws to protect our people? That's crazy. Go ahead and keep reading that.
Against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world.
Against the rulers of the darkness of this world. These rulers, they only worried about the evil that they do. They protect all the evil that they do. You know, even if they see that what they do, these laws that they put in place, will harm you, it doesn't matter. Is this going to fatten my pockets?
Right.
Is this going to continue to make sure that my people are on top? Go ahead and keep reading that.
Against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Like, we battle not only the governments that goes against us, not only the darkness that they put against us. I mean, they sit there and try to make Halloween and all that a good thing to celebrate. That is wickedness. All day and all night. Halloween, Christmas, Easter. All you doing is celebrating some wicked made up God. That's all you doing. Pissing off the Most High. When the Lord told our people specifically not to celebrate these gods. This administration is trying to kill you. That's what they do. Literally trying to kill you. Putting laws for transvestites, for trans people. Trying to make sure that your kids can take pills and see if they got a choice to have a sex change. Teaching, oh yeah, I heard about that. That was teaching kids to play with themselves and was it middle school, high school? Elementary. Teaching you how to play with yourself in elementary. Boy, that's crazy. Elementary, I don't think you should be learning the alphabets and, you know what I'm saying, colors, shapes, blocks. That's the only thing. Now you trying to teach my kid how to play with themselves? What are you doing? You putting all types of sexual curiosity in that child at a young age. What's that going? He want to go and explore. He want to do all types of stuff, and administration's trying to kill you. That's what it's doing. Taking out the history, the so-called black history that they trying to teach in school, trying to say slavery was a choice. You know how the black people benefited from slavery. You know what I'm saying? They trying to say, well, if slavery didn't happen, you would never know about Christ, about Christianity. You know, like, it would have been great if we didn't know about Christianity, because we know who we were before the colonizer came over. We knew this. You know what I mean? Like, what this school do is to teach you how to fear the Lord. And there's one thing that comes with fearing the Lord. Give me Proverbs 14 and 27. Like, fearing the Lord brings a different aspect onto your mindset. You know what I mean? Because our laws, our commandments, it's all based on fearing the Lord. It's just like with your parents. When you're born, you obey your parents. You fear your parents at a certain point because you obey them. If you don't fear your parents, then what? You ain't gonna listen to nothing that they tell you to do at all. Because if you don't do what they tell you to do, what happens? That belt come to that ass. That's what a good parent, a good father would do. He doesn't spare the rod on his child. Child get out of line, leather the ass. Straight like that. What do you think these punishments are from the Lord? That's a leather belt to the ass. That's what that is. Go ahead and read that for me, out.
Proverbs chapter 14, verse 27. It reads, "The fear of the Lord is the foundation of life."
Foundation of death.
Of life. to depart from the snares of death.
So the fear of the Lord is a fountain of life. You are drinking something. It is the water. It is the fountain of life. Like, this is what they talking about as far as you drinking that water to replenish yourself. This is what this is. To depart from the snares of death. It's trying to keep you from dying. That's what it's saying. I'm giving you water to make sure that you stay hydrated. Because right now, before we even know who the Lord is, or who the Lord actually is, let me say not who the Lord actually is, or who he actually is for, we are walking around in the valley of death. We are dry bones out here. You thirsty. And our people, by habit, are a so-called religious people.
Right.
You know, since we don't really know what our culture is, our nation is, things of that nature, because we always call ourselves African American. We call ourselves two continents, right? So what we do, we start to go to Islam, Christianity. I mean, we anything that we think that we can relate to, we're gonna jump to it. Buddhism, you know, and we're looking for something to keep us hydrated. That's what it is. We're looking for it. But Proverbs tells you that the fearing of the Lord is the fountain of life. It keeps you from death. And those that actually find or actually listen to what the Lord is saying, it pleases the Lord. Give me 1 Corinthians 1 and 21. Like, it's for you to be in this world and knowing that everything around you is trying to keep you under the ground, yet you still look and find those words from the Lord to keep you alive or follow those commandments. It puts a smirk on the Lord's face, like this is mine. It pleases the Lord. You know, it's because the wisdom that the world has about the Most High is a totally different aspect.
Right.
You know, it's like they do whatever they want to do, or whatever, or based on what Christianity does, it's whatever what feels good.
Right.
It's not about what the book actually says. You know, they always say, especially when you look at that Pastor Joel Osteen, him and his wife will get on stage and be on some. The Lord wants you to do what feels good. You know, what feels good to you pleases the Lord. There's a lot of pedophiles out here to do what they feel good too.
Right.
That pleases the Lord too. You know, there's a lot of people out there that they'll take your woman. A lot of pastors out there to have sex with your wife. You think that pleases the Lord? I bet you do feel good until that husband come back and see what you did to his wife, and now you got a 45 caliber entering your temple. You know what I mean? But you was only doing what pleases yourself, which aka what you feel pleases the Lord. There's a different type of wisdom in that atmosphere that is taught, that is not taught in these scriptures. Go ahead and read that for me, y'all.
1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 21. For after that, in the wisdom of God, the world by wisdom knew not God.
So, with all this Scientology, with all this, you know, this knowledge, this philosophy, you know, the world's wisdom, they don't know of God. This is the world's wisdom. They don't know what God is about. They don't know who he actually loves. They don't know who his words are for, because they pick up the Bible, they'll read it, and they'll be like, oh, the Lord wants me to do. No, this is the Holy Bible. Holy means separate. Bible means records. These are separate records. It ain't for you. It's for my chosen people. So yet they picked something up and they, oh, this is my wisdom that I know about. Like, oh, we're gonna come together, we're gonna think about, this is what this is about. I know based off my philosophy, I've read, what's the philosopher back in the day? Galileo and all these other people, like, yeah, I've read this, and this is the world's wisdom. And based off their wisdom, this is how they know God. Go ahead and keep reading.
It pleased by God the foolishness of preaching to save them that.
Hold on, go back. Read from the top again.
1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 21. For after that, in the wisdom of God, the world by wisdom knew not God.
So they knew not God. Go ahead.
It pleased God by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe.
So the foolishness of preaching saves them that believe. You don't know how many times that's going on now that went in back in the day, how Christ and the disciples were called foolish, right, because they was out there preaching in the winds. The foolishness of preaching saves those that believe. So that means those that hear Christ and his disciples and they go ahead and believe what they say and they start following, that pleased the Most High.
Right.
You see these brothers out here, brothers in UPK out here in these streets,
Right,
teaching, over the airwaves teaching, on YouTube. The foolishness that you say that we're doing, what we call, how you call us, Power Rangers and stuff like that. That foolishness there, that pleases the Most High. Because not only that you're saving so many people, you are waking your brothers and sisters up. There's so many lives that you keeping from being locked up.
right.
There's so many homes that you're keeping together. Like you starting to put into the minds of brothers and sisters, like in a marriage, you guys need to stay together forever. This is not no, I'm mad at you right now, I don't want to deal with you, we're breaking up, we're going to get a divorce. Right. Like it's a totally different mindset. You know what I'm saying? Because let's say if you don't listen to the foolishness of teaching, you would think, oh, okay, well, I don't like my wife no more. She's pissing me off. I'm going to leave her and get with this other woman. Now, this other woman's getting on my nerves. I'm about to leave her and get with this other woman. Now, this one getting on my nerves. I'm going to have a child with her, and I'm going to leave her and get with this other woman. You see what that's doing? Now, it's creating so many single mothers out by themselves, and now these men are just running around doing whatever they want to do. But if they're told, okay, this is your woman, she is yours, you cannot leave her. So yes, she getting on your nerves now, but that comes with a marriage. This ain't no movie where y'all gonna love each other forever and ain't never gonna argue. She is going to get on your nerves. You are going to get on her nerves. At the end of the day, y'all gonna have to work that out. Get counseling. You know what I'm saying? Reach out to your elders. Figure it out. But one thing you're not gonna do is leave one another. That's what that is told. Through the foolishness of teaching or preaching. All the different aspects. Also teaching you not to get with these women that are not of your people. You know what I'm saying? Just because you see a white woman and all that, to stay away from them. You know what I mean? I don't know how many brothers got messed up because taken away because they was messing with a white woman or such. Shit, look what happened to OJ. You feel me? So it's like all this preaching, foolishness of preaching saves not only your life, saves your pockets, saves your children, keeps you from making foolish decisions. You know what I mean? Because matter of fact, give me Isaiah 5 and 20. Because the government that's over us now, they teach evil things and be like, okay, it's okay. This is what you do. It still all goes into what feels good. You know what I mean? Like it, because it's going back to also with wars and stuff. War is always based on money, right? All about war, yeah, resources. I want the resources, you got it, I'm going to take it from you. Doesn't even matter if it's yours or not. I want it.
Right.
And since you got it, you have something that I want. And once I destroy you and your culture and all that, and I got it, now it's good. Yeah. Everything's good. But you can't do that to me.
Right.
But I can do that to you, though. Now that's good. You know what that's called? Evil. That's exactly what that's called. Go ahead and read that for me,
Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20, it reads, "Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil."
Woe unto them that call evil good. Woe unto them that wants to go and to your people's land and give you a blanket full of smallpox just to take your resources, to take your gold, take your land, and try to wipe you out and call that good once they have all your resources and all your land and take over your women and unalive your children. Go ahead and keep reading that.
That put darkness for light and light for darkness.
Go ahead.
That put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
Everything that they do is opposite. You know what I mean? Like, they saying, it's like they even took rainbows and made it a thing. I mean, like, rainbow was a promise to from the Most High that he's not going to do this again. How you make that to putting rod in your mouth? They don't even go together. Rainbow was supposed to make a good thing. It was like, okay, this is a good thing. I'm not going to do this to the world. I'm not going to flood it again, you know. And now you made it such an evil thing of, you know, a man holding another man's hand in the street. They half naked going up on a parade. You know what I mean? Like, it's so evil. So evil. Like, they don't remember how the Lord destroyed a whole city because of it. And now you want to make a rainbow symbolizing it. Pure. You know, I mean, I saw on the news, it was some Edomite crying, trying to make a case how they shouldn't take away the pills and the subjugation of giving children what they need to make sure that they keep their hormones in balance to stay a different sex. Why are we even sitting there talking about that? Why is that even a thing? The fact that they feel comfortable coming out and speaking about something like this is crazy. It's straight crazy. Looking at you sideways. Look. Yeah, we look over a nation that tries to kill us. I'm sorry, to keep us unalive. That's what we do. We look towards a nation that we look at them as a star, like they are the one. Like they hunt our steps. They keep us unalive in the streets. And we still think that they're number one. Like, man, give me Lamentations 4 and 17. Give me that. Like, we look towards a different nation, and that's just one. There's plenty of different nations that we look upon. We don't look upon ourselves like that. That's what this school teaches us.
Right.
Every time we come out in these streets and we preach the so-called foolishness, we're telling you to look upon your elders, look upon what we're saying, stay together. Right. Don't sit there and get high. You know what I'm saying? Not only watch each other, but watch these children. Watch the widows. Look after one another. Don't put your faith in another nation, because they don't. All they want is your muscle and your resources to build themselves up. Right. Do something to build your people up. That's all we teach. Yet we are considered. The ones that we're considered the ones that teach negativity for our people. You know what I mean? They put us. I think it was was it the Obama administration that put UPK on the terrorist list or something like that? Right. I think it was. But yeah, we don't put no burning crosses on nobody, y'all. We're not stringing people up on and making them strange fruit. Right. We're not doing none of that. We're just telling you, hey, put some clothes on, sis. Hey, go ahead and put that weed down. Right. You know what I'm saying? Learn something. We teaching you all that. Yet we the terrorists. To the oppressor, we would be a terrorist. Right. It makes sense. Because an educated black person or person of color is a threat. Mm-hmm. A person that knows he's oppressed and knows who his oppressor is, that's a terrorist. Right. I don't need that. I can't use music videos and, you know what I'm saying, fancy cars and all that type of stuff to make his mind somewhere else, not put his mind on the so-called prize. Right. But somebody that is aware, that knows who he is, knows who his people are, knows his culture, know what's what, that is a terrorist to me. If I was a colonizer. Super threat. That's why they always trying to unalive us in the streets. Mm-hmm. The men of the nation. Go ahead and read that for me, Isaac.
Lamentations chapter 4, verse 17. Mm-hmm. It reads, as for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help.
Go ahead and read.
In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
We have watched for a nation that could not save us. As we are looking around and in our vein for help, we are watching this nation that we vote in, that we vote for our oppressor. We're voting for the different oppressor to be upon us, to save us, but he cannot save us. Go ahead and keep reading.
Verse 18. They hunt our steps, mm-hmm. that we cannot go in our streets. Yep. Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled, for our end is come.
Like I said, they hunt our steps. These, Tamir Rice, George Floyd, I mean, it can go on and on how they gunned down our people for nothing. Right. Literally nothing. You know, and they gun us down and we're not even bothering them. And saying, yeah, in our streets, and saying that, oh, they were standing our ground. I'm standing my ground. I mean, if you didn't come over there and mess with us, you don't need to stand nothing. I'm just walking down the street with some tea and some Skittles in my pocket. I'm going to the high. Why are you coming towards me saying I'm standing my ground in our neighborhood? It's crazy. This is what they do, and it makes no sense at all. And they system, since their system is built for them, they get off so easily. So easy. I mean, they got their people in place. They got their economic system in place, their laws in place. Their so-called judgment fits only their narrative. Right? There's so many times, even now, they have systems saying that, you know, equal pay, right? I mean, that's supposed to be a big thing, right? I mean, as a person in the corporate world, right? If you have a Caucasian man and a so-called black man in the same position, that Caucasian man is going to get paid more than that African American, than that black man. It's going to happen. And if you're a woman of color, just because you're a woman, you get paid even less. And you're a woman of color, you get paid less on top of that. You get hit twice. You know what I mean? It's like, that's how their system is. But then they have the thing saying unequal pay. How you gonna know unequal pay? Because then they put a rule in the workplace saying you can't talk amongst each other to know how much each other's making. So you can't even do that. You can't even fight to say, okay, you make this much, and you don't know how much Gary is making.
Right.
You don't know how much Kevin is making. You just know how much you making.
Right.
And for you to go over there and to talk about, you know, the salaries amongst each other, what are you doing?
Right.
Oh, that's absurd. You can't do that. Right. But you sure can't go in the workplace and talk about how you smashed old girl at the counter. You can talk about that. You can talk about your sexual stuff at the workplace, but you can't talk about salary wise. Oh, go ahead,
Cause you just hitting on the topic just real quick, if I could. You can't talk about pay, and you can't talk about politics. They make sure that that's at work. That's like a policy. You get in trouble.
Yeah.
You know, and those are the two main important things, right? Without money, you can't survive, have no power on the earth. And without politics, you'll never know who your nation is and come together and learn the truth. None of that. You can't talk about none of it.
None of that. None of that. It makes no sense. Crazy. It's like the rules are so backwards. That's what they do. So that's why this school teaches on what you need to do to protect yourself in certain situations. Like, for instance, give me Matthew 5:25. You know, there's plenty of times where our brothers and sisters will find themselves like jammed up, or find themselves with the law, or officers of the law. You know, when you drive in your car, you mind your own business, jamming whatever you jamming, and you see them red and blue lights come up in your rear view, you know that your heart dropped to your stomach. You're like, oh snap! You start driving 10 and 2.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you start lowering the music down. You know, you turn into Mr. Rogers all of a sudden. You know,
Right.
At least that's what you should do. You know what I mean? That people of other nations don't know that feeling. They don't know that feeling at all. That's why that's another reason why I don't see how brothers and sisters want to get with other nations that don't understand that. Like that fear that you get when you see them blue and lights, them blue and red lights. It's like, oh snap! We're like they look at you like, what's wrong? It's just the police. Right. It's just that you don't understand the history of what the police do to us.
Right.
You know what I mean? This is like They see like a deer in the forest. Oh, I got me one. That's how they look. They looking for a reason to pull that gun out. They come up with the hand on the hip, hand on the handle. Hey, how you doing? You were going such and such. But if it's somebody of their people, oh, they coming there, how you doing there, sir? How you doing? You doing all right? How's your day? You you kind of going such and such. Oh, man, I didn't know. Oh, it's all right. Don't worry about it. Just want to make sure that you're safe. Right. But us, hey, where you headed to? Let me see that license registration. It's a totally different conversation. Hand on the handle. Other hand is on your window seat. Like they trying to make sure you ain't doing. They trying to look. They looking all in the whip. They want to make sure that you do. If sneeze wrong, you sneeze wrong. Like, oh, he got bullets in his mouth. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. But with this scriptures, it tells you exactly what to do. Go ahead and read that for me, y'all. This tells you what you should do when those officers are people of authority in the oppressor's administration comes to you and try to overpower you, try to put his power or his so-called rulership amongst you. Go ahead and read that for me out. Microphone going up.
This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 25. And it reads,
Just read it out loud. No big deal.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 25. Agree with thine adversary quickly while thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary delivers thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison.
See, what you don't want to do is go back and forth with this officer. As sometimes our people mistake, because we'll get into the whole thing because since we're not doing anything wrong, it comes to like, what I didn't do. Get off of me. Don't touch me. We're wrestling with authority because in our hearts we know we didn't do anything wrong. We can pull it over for nothing. Why are you messing with me? Why are you? But the scriptures tell you, agree quickly. Like, oh yes, sir. Oh, for real? Okay, sir. You were going 75 in the 50. Oh, I was. Oh, sorry about that, sir.
Right.
That's what it's telling you to do. Don't sit there and wrestle like, no, I wasn't. What you mean? I'm looking dead at the, but look, don't do that. Because at that point, you are fighting against his authority. Right. You said what now? I better. You're fighting against his authority. And at that time, he's going to deliver you. He's going to deliver you to the judge. Go ahead and read that for me from the top again.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 25. It reads, agree with thine adversary quickly while thou art in the way with him.
While you dealing with him, go ahead.
Lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison.
They're trying to do anything to lock your black ass up.
Right.
That's what he's doing. You sitting there fighting with them. You what do they say? You are not complying. You sitting there not complying. It don't matter if you think you're wrong or not. You're not agreeing with me. Right. You lowering my authority. I am the man in this piece. Right. What Denzel say? I'm the police.
Right.
I run this. You just live here. King Kong ain't got shit on me. That's how they feel. And yet you coming them, telling them what you ain't gonna do. What he gonna say? Shoe program, nigga. 23-hour lockdown. That's what he on. He's locking you up. I'm trying to reach my quota. That's what they do. They take counsel and to go against the Lord's people.
Right.
You know what I mean? Go to me Psalms 2. That's what the heathens do. You know what I mean? It's such an evil thing to go against not only the Lord's people, but to go against the people that not even looking at you as an issue. Our whole issue is I'm trying to stay alive. Go ahead and read that for me,
Huh. This is Psalms chapter 2. Verse 1. It reads, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? Verse 2. The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed.
These kings of the world, these judges, these politicians, these governors, these senators, they take counsel together to come up with these laws to go against the Lord's people, to go against the anointed. You know, these even the saints, the ones that change, to start going with the Lord is saying. This is what they do. This is their crafty counsel.
Right.
That's what this is speaking about. You know, you go in, you look at the CNBC and CNN and ANA, they big oval offices. You know, and they're trying to take up different rules and different meetings and councils to go against the people that they despise. Go ahead and keep reading that.
Verse 3, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us.
They trying to break us apart. But the crazy thing is, the oppressor he says he wants to get rid of us, right? But yet he can't leave us alone.
Right.
That's the crazy part. They want to get rid of us so bad. Ship us to Africa, whatever. But at the same time, wait a minute. I need you to go pick these oranges in this field so we can make orange juice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I need you to go pick this fruit and all this, still do this cotton. I need you to go build these subdivisions, you know, in these neighborhoods. But I don't want you around. Get rid of they want us away, yet they still can't leave us alone. Yeah, vacation to yeah. Exactly. Exactly. They go back to Mexico. But we're gonna go to Tulum vacation. You know, we're gonna go to PBR vacation, get on this beach. But yet you want to send them away. Do you understand the price of orange juice if the oppressor was actually working to pick that stuff? You know, because they pay what 2 pennies?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's cheaper. Just imagine if they had to pay them an actual livable wage. You know what I'm saying? Orange juice is what, $3 some change, $4 some change right now? Orange juice would cost the value of wine. You know what I'm saying? That thing will be what, $95 a carton. You know what I mean? If they actually put it to where their people's actually working. They don't want to do that. And they say that we're taking white jobs. We're taking good. You don't want to do this stuff.
Right.
You don't want to do none of this. Like we taking where the black jobs at then? Let me know where those jobs at. They don't do that. They don't do that at all. They always complain about they're taking good, hard-earned colonizer jobs. Yet they don't want to do it at all. They ain't trying to sit on top of them roofs and, you know what I'm saying, where it's just the sun and shingles right between them. They ain't trying to do that. Yeah, you talking about, you want to call them rednecks. What? Boy, you can sizzle eggs on the back of their neck if that was the case. They don't want to do none of that at all. You better go ahead and get Jose. Right. You better get you a Mexican. Right. Because them boys can do anything. Right. I ain't never heard of a Mexican. Right. But you get a Mexican, he gonna go ahead and do it. He gonna deliver your Lowe's appliances. You know what I'm saying? He gonna build your houses, your roads, pour concrete. You know what I'm saying? I know I saw a Mexican put a refrigerator on his back. Right. 1 deep, carried inside the house. Go ahead. Yeah. Yeah.
And the Mexican comes straight down the ladder, way smaller than him. Grab it, throw it on his head, throw it on the shoulder, then went up the ladder.
Went up the, yeah.
I said, man, I'm done, man.
Boy.
He was half his size.
Boy. Trying to tell you, his animal is the donkey. You know what I'm saying? It's there for a reason. Right. You can't outwork to make Israelite. You can't outwork a Mexican. You can do it all, try to do it all day. Hurt yourself. Right. You're gonna hurt your back. You know what I mean? That's what that's about. You know, like what we doing right now, even right now as we speak. You seeing all types of brothers in I.S.U.P.K. on the street corners. Let me rephrase that. You seeing the I.S.U.P.K. administration. Right. You know what I'm saying? On the street corners, on this YouTube, on this stream, on this Facebook. And what they trying to do is give you that water so you can go ahead and get that fountain of life to keep you away from death. Go ahead and give me Ezekiel 37. So because this is what the administration of the I.S.U.P.K. does to those that want that rehydration for that dry bone. Right? Under Commander General YAHANNA, through this leadership and guidance, because every administration has a leader. You got Trump's administration, you got the Bush administration. This is the Christ administration. This is what this is. And we do everything according to our King. He put men in positions, you know what I'm saying, for us to follow those men. You know, and this is an administration that don't get voted out after every 4 years. This administration is forever. You know what I mean? This ain't no democracy, so-called democracy, but then it's really a republic. You know, that's how they got a lot of a fool. They say this is a democracy, you know, where you can vote. However, in the Pledge of Allegiance, what it says, to the republic for which it stands, one nation. It's only meant for you to think that you are voting for something, that you have a choice, that you have a decision. No, they think you are not wise enough to choose certain people to rule over, so they do it for you. They do it for you. They like, well, I'm a Democrat or I'm a Republican. It's just two opposite ends of the same snake. You're gonna get bit from the front, you're gonna get bit from the back. You know, they say, well, the Republican made up this law. You don't think if the Democrats was in office, they would have came up with another law with the same type of situation? It's the same thing. You know, as soon as Trump get out, they're gonna redo the law for it to rebalance itself, and then they'll make some money on one opposite end, and then it just keeps repeating. Just keeps repeating. So the economy can go up, you know, and then it dips down. So you can like for the housing market right now. Right? They do all these type of laws to make the housing market look horrible so you can't pay. So soon as somebody else get in office, it's gonna lower back it down. Now it's a buyer's market. Then if somebody go up, it's gonna be a seller's market. That's just what they do. Keeps the money flowing. Right. But in this administration, we're prophesying to make sure that you stay alive. Go ahead and read that for me, y'all. Verse 4.
Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 4, it reads, Again he said unto me, Prophesy upon these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord.
So this is what we're teaching our people. We're doing the foolishness of preaching. We're making sure that you hear this word so you can get this water. Go ahead, keep reading.
Verse 5, Thus saith the Lord God, unto these bones, Behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live.
Once you hear these words from the Most High, from these scriptures, these this separate records for your people, it's going to give you the wisdom to stay alive. I'm going to breathe life into you. That is what it's doing. Go ahead, keep reading.
Verse 6, And I will lay sinews upon you, and will bring up flesh upon you, and cover you with skin, and put breath in you.
He's gonna cover you with skin. What does skin do to the body? It protects you. It protects the flesh. He's putting a barrier of you. What that is, the knowledge is the barrier. The knowledge is a barrier for you. Just like the skin is a barrier to protect your flesh, your bones, your veins. That is what this is doing. Go ahead, keep reading.
And put breath in you, and ye shall live, and ye shall know that I am the Lord.
Once you know that you are protected and you're protected from all types of situations, you know, oh, this is the Lord right here. Every time something happens to a priest, and he sees something that could have happened, but because of his decision, his wisdom, he said that he was able to avoid something. UPK said, that was the Lord right there. That was the Most High right there. What that do? That just regenerates us to keep doing what we're supposed to be doing. Go ahead, keep reading now.
Verse 7. So I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to his bone.
Keep going.
Verse 8. And when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came up upon them, and the skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them.
Go ahead, keep reading.
Verse 9. Then said he unto me, Prophesy unto the wind.
Yep.
Prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, Thus saith the Lord God, Come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain, that they may live.
This is all we're doing in this administration of Christ. We are bringing flesh, connecting the bones, sinew in the flesh, putting that skin on you and giving you that breath of life. Now that everybody that heard all these scriptures just right now, someone new coming into the coming online and hearing what our brothers are saying in this school, they just got that breath of life. The ones that decide to put on all black, listen to what we're saying. You just got out of the valley of the dry bones.
Right.
You just woke up. This is what you call waking the dead. This is what this administration do all day. We bring brothers from death every day. Every day. You know what I'm saying? I see a brother, every time I see a brother or sister coming to the school, they just did what our school just did what Christ did. He just woke somebody up from the dead. He just brought them back. Because in order to come into the school, you have to get rid of that old person. You have to unalive that old person that you once was.
Right.
And become somebody completely new. You know, that's what this is all about. Completely understand that. Now you need to understand what administration do you want to be a part of. You want to be a part of the oppressor's administration that tries to get rid of you, or Christ's administration that tries to keep you alive and keep that breath of life inside of you. That decision is up to you. With that, this is Israelite School and Universal Practical Knowledge started 1 West, 123 Street. Matter of fact, announcements. Let's get security announcements. You got the security announcements? Yeah, right here. Yeah, right there.
Security announcement. We are the I.S.U.P.K, started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rules for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are to share themselves with the world. If they need transportation, a teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 and 21. Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10 means tenth in the Hebrew, ma'ashara. Tenth of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocation. Feast of dedication, Hanukkah, 25th day of the 9th month by the space of 8 days. Sunday, 14th of December, 2025 for 8 days. Malachi, chapter 1, verses 4, or chapter 4, verses 52 through 61. Remind Akim Akwa to check the bulletin board right there in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper to the school, in the school, to start wearing all black. Black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. All right. Turn it back over to the teacher. Precinct Officer 5000, Amaki.
All right, with that, courtesy salute to the brothers, sisters, men of Israel, Majah Shabbat, Majah, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Yasmatah, men of Israel, Sar, sisters, Sar, men of Israel, Majah Shabbat, Majah, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Yasmatah, Yasmatah.